A farmer went out to sow his seed. Some fell on the path and the birds ate it. Some fell on rocky ground and died in the heat. Some fell among thorns and was choked. But some fell on good soil, and it produced 100 times what was planted. If this sound reached your heart, hit subscribe. More music like this drops every week. Still other seed fell on good soil, where it produced a crop 160 or 30 times what was sown. Whoever has ears, let them hear. Matthew 13, verse 8 and 9. The sower didn't inspect the soil before he threw the seed across the field. He didn't test the ground or measure the pH or predict the yield. He just threw generously, recklessly, wildly, with open hands into the wind. Because the sower's job is to sow, and it's up to the soil to let the seed in. Some of the seed hit the concrete path where the ground was too hard for anything to break through. And the birds came and ate it before the sun came up, because hard hearts reject what's new. Some fell on rocky ground and it sprouted fast, but the roots were shallow and the heat was strong. And the faith that grows without roots is the faith that doesn't last long. For a farmer went out to sow his seed, and as he was scattering, some fell along the path today, and the birds came and ate it up, because the soil wasn't ready for what God wanted to say. The sower, the seed is the same, but the soil determines everything that grows. The sower and the harvest depends on the ground where the farmer throws. Rocky soil, thorny soil, bad soil, three types that produce nothing at all. The sower, but the good soil produces 100 times the call. The sower, my job is to sow, and God's job is to grow what lands. The sower, I throw with open hearts and open hands. The thorny soil is the busiest soil. It receives the seed, but the worries of life choke the growth. The thorns of money, anxiety, and distraction wrap around the seed and strangle both. But the good soil, the soil that heard and understood and let the roots go deep, that soil produced 30, 60, 100 times, because it gave the seed room to sleep. You are the soil tonight, not the seed, not the sower, not the sun, not the rain. You decide what grows by deciding how deep the word can penetrate the pain. The sower, the seed is the same, but the soil determines everything that grows. The sower and the harvest depends on the ground where the farmer throws. What soil am I tonight? Rocky, thorny, or deep? What soil am I tonight? Will the seed find sleep? Break up the hard ground, pull out every thorn. Let the seed go deep, let the harvest be born. Sow. The sower throws the seed, yeah. The sower, I am breaking up the hard soil of my heart and pulling out every thorn that chokes what God has planted. Oh yeah. And the seed that falls on good ground good sprout out of every shallow faith that grew fast but died faster when the heat and pressure came about. Out of every thorn of worry that wrapped around my blessing and choked it before it bore its fruit, God said, break up the soil, go deep, let my word take root. The sower, good soil, produces 100 times, and tonight I choose to be the deepest ground. The sower and the harvest that's coming will be the most abundant sound. The sower, the sower. I am good soil. You cannot pour new wine into old wineskins, because the new wine will expand and the old skin will burst, and you'll lose both the wine and the skin, and the blessing will be cursed. The old wineskin has already been stretched to its limit by the old wine it once held inside. And the new thing that God is doing needs a new container that's flexible and wide. God is not trying to patch your old life with a new piece of cloth from the store. He's making something entirely new, and the old framework can't hold it anymore. The new wine is the new season, the new anointing, the new chapter that God is pouring out tonight. And the new wineskin is the new mindset, the new heart, the new capacity for the light. For no one pours new wine into old wineskins, otherwise the wine will burst the skins today, and both the wine and the wineskins will be ruined. New wine needs new skins all the way. New wine, God is pouring something new, and the old container cannot hold what's coming. New wine, new season, new anointing, new capacity, and the Spirit is humming. The old wineskin cracked because it couldn't stretch for what God wanted to pour. New wine, and the new thing requires a new container at the core. New wine, stop trying to fit the new season into the old framework of yesterday. New wine, God is making everything new in a brand new way. When God brought Israel out of Egypt, He didn't just change their location, He changed their identity. They went from slaves to free people, and the slave mindset was the old skin that couldn't hold the liberty. The disciples had old wineskin religion, rules, rituals, and tradition without the living breath. But Jesus poured new wine, grace, spirit, freedom, and the old religion met its death. Your old wineskin might be the old way of thinking, the old pattern, the old reaction to stress. And the new wine God is pouring needs you to stretch into the new, yes. New wine, God is pouring something new, and the old container cannot hold what's coming. New wine, new season, new anointing, new capacity, and the Spirit is humming. New wine, new skin, new season begin. New mind, new heart, new chapter, new capacity, because what God is about to pour into my life cannot fit in the old version of me. New wine. And the new wineskin that God is forming is flexible enough to hold what no one else can see. Out of every old pattern I tried to force the new blessing into, until the container cracked. Out of every old mindset that burst when God's new anointing hit, because the framework couldn't react. Out of every old wineskin I held on to, because the familiar felt safer than the stretch. God said, let go of the old skin, I have new wine, and the new skin is about to fetch new wine. Israel needed new skins for freedom, and I need new skins for what's next. New wine. And the new thing God is pouring will exceed every text. New wine. New wine. New wine. Pour it into me. The hurricane spins at 150 miles per hour, destroying everything in its path. The rain is sideways, the trees are horizontal, and the ocean is full of wrath. But in the exact center of the hurricane, there is a circle of perfect calm. No wind, no rain, no chaos, just blue sky and a gentle palm. The eye of the storm is the safest place in the most dangerous weather system on the earth. And the God who controls the hurricane placed a pocket of peace at the center of its birth. You are in a storm right now. The wind is screaming and the rain is hitting your face. But there is an eye, a center, a place of calm, and God is standing in that space. For he got up, rebuked the wind, and said to the waves, quiet, be still. And they obeyed his voice that night. And the eye of the storm is where Jesus stands, turning in chaos into calm and dark into light. Eye of the storm, there is perfect peace in the center of the worst chaos of my life. Eye of the storm, calm in the middle of the wind and the strife. The hurricane rages on every side, but the center is silent and still. Eye of the storm, and God is standing here with a peace that nothing can kill. Eye of the storm, I don't need the storm to stop, I just need to find the center. Eye of the storm, where peace and God's presence enter. Paul was in the shipwreck for 14 days, and the storm was so bad they couldn't see the sun or stars. But in the middle of that storm, God spoke and said, not one of you will bear the scars. The storm didn't stop, but God's peace was in the middle of it, like a calm pocket of air. And the promise of survival carried them through, because God was already there. You don't always need the storm to stop, you need the peace that exists inside the storm tonight. And the eye of the storm is where fear dies, and faith ignites the light. Eye of the storm, there is perfect peace peace in the center of the worst chaos of my life. Eye of the storm, calm in the middle of the wind and the strife. In the center, there is calm. In the middle, there is calm. The storm rages outside, but inside there is peace. Eye of the storm, where all the chaos sees. Center, center, the eye of the storm. The hurricane is still spinning, but I found the center. And in the center there is perfect blue sky. Eye of the storm. And the God who placed calm in the center of the chaos is the reason I survive. Out of every storm where I ran in circles, trying to escape when the peace was in the middle all alone. Out of every hurricane I fought against when the answer was to stop and stand strong. Out of every tempest that surrounded me on every side, with no visible exit inside, God said stop running, come to the center. I put the calm here, and the eye is the light. Eye of the storm. Jesus slept in the boat, Paul survived the shipwreck, and the eye holds me tonight. Eye of the storm. Perfect peace and perfect chaos is the greatest paradox inside. Eye of the storm. Eye of the storm. I found the center.
People said no. The bank said no. The doctor said no. The resume was rejected. The door was slammed. But when God says yes, every no that came before becomes irrelevant. Because one yes from God outweighs 1,000 no's from the world. Stay. The best song on this album is still ahead. Subscribe so you never miss one. What he opens no one can shut, and what he shuts no one can open. Revelation 3 verse 7. The application was denied, the loan was rejected, the relationship said goodbye with a stamp. The committee voted no, the landlord said no. The interview ended with a damp. Every door I knocked on had the same answer written on the welcome mat. Not you, not now, not ever. And the collection of no's I carried in my pocket was heavier than any lever. But there is a yes that overrides every no that was ever spoken over my head. A yes from the mouth of God that resurrects what every no declared was dead. When God says yes, the bank's no becomes a footnote. The doctor's report becomes a rough draft, and the door that was slammed in my face swings open because God's yes has the final craft. For what he opens, no one can shut, and what he shuts, no one can open tonight. And the yes of God carries more authority than every no combined in the fight. When God says yes, every no I ever collected becomes irrelevant overnight. When God says yes, the closed doors open and the dark rooms fill with light. The bank said no, the doctor said no, the world said no to every dream I carried. When God says yes,
and one yes,
from heaven erases every no that married.
when God says yes,
No committee can reverse it, no vote can overrule.
when God says yes,
His yes is the final tool. Sarah received a no from biology for 90 years. Too old, too barren, too impossible to conceive. But when God said yes, a baby laughed in her arms, because his yes is what we believe. Joseph received a no from his brothers, a no from the pit, a no from the prison for 13 years. But when God said yes, the palace doors opened and the prime minister dried his tears. Your season of no is not the end of the story, it is the setup for the greatest yes ever spoken. And the God who says yes to the impossible has never left a promise broken. When God says yes, every no I ever collected becomes irrelevant overnight. When God says it,
closed doors open,
and the dark rooms fill with light. The world said no,
God says yes,
the bank said no,
God says yes,
the doctor said no.
God says yes,
One yes from heaven outweighs the rest. Yes, yes. When God says yes,
God says yes, when God says,
when God says yes,
God says yes,
when God says yes,
I am watching every no
that was ever spoken
over my life fall,
like dominoes before the throne.
when God says yes,
And the yes that God is speaking right now is making every rejection grow. Out of every no, I accepted as final from people and institutions and systems that had no authority over my destiny. Out of every closed door, I walked away from thinking it was the last door in the whole city. Out of every rejection letter that I read as the end of the chapter and the end of the dream, God said, my yes is coming. And when it arrives, every no will look like steam. When God says yes,
Sarah laughed,
Joseph ruled, and the yes of God is louder than every rejection.
when God says yes,
Nothing can stand in the way of heaven's direction. When God says yes, when God says yes, when God says yes, every no is cancelled.
Yo, no, no, no. The city on a hill. Oh, no, no. The city on a hill. Oh, the city on a hill. A city that is set on a hill cannot be hidden. That's what Jesus said to the crowd. You don't light a lamp and put it under a bowl. You put it on a stand to shine loud. The city on a hill doesn't try to be visible, it just is. Because elevation makes you seen, and the light that God placed inside of you was never meant to hide behind a screen. You were not designed to blend in, to shrink, to apologize for the brightness that you carry. You were designed to sit on a hill where the light you hold illuminates every prairie. The city on a hill doesn't advertise itself, the altitude does the marketing for free. And the position that God placed you in is the position that the whole world needs to see. For you are the light of the world, and in a town built on a hill cannot be hidden tonight. And no one lights a lamp and puts it under a bowl. Instead they put it on its stand to give light.
The city on a hill.
I was not designed to hide the light that God put inside of me. Oh,
the city on a hill.
Visible, elevated, shining for the whole world to see. Oh, not under a bowl, not behind a curtain, not in the basement where nobody goes.
The city on a hill.
The light is on the stand and it glows.
The city on a hill.
Elevation is not pride, it is positioning by God.
The city on a hill.
The light He gave me is not something to keep in a part. Moses came down from the mountain and his face was so bright that the people were afraid to look. The glory of God's presence left a visible glow that he couldn't hide in any nook. Stephen's face shone like an angel when he stood before the council about to die. And the light inside of him was brighter than the hatred in every accusing eye. Your light might make some people uncomfortable. Cities on hills are seen by everyone in view, but the light was not given to make you comfortable. It was given to guide someone else through. The
city on a hill.
I was not designed to hide the light that God put inside of me. Whoa. The city on a hill.
The city on a hill.
Visible, elevated, shining for the whole world to see. Shine, shine, shine on the hill. Don't hide the flame. Shine on the stand in Jesus' name. The world needs the light that God put in you. The city on the hill is the clearest view. Shine, shine. The city on a hill shines. Whoa. The city on a hill. I am done hiding the light that God placed inside of me, because someone in the valley needs to see it. The city on a hill and the elevation that God gave me is not pride, it is position, and I will not quit. Oh, yeah. Out of every season, I dim my light because the brightness made people uncomfortable around me. Out of every moment, I put my lamp under a bowl because shining felt like too much responsibility. Out of every day, I apologize for the glow that I carry, because the world told me to blend in and be small. God said you are a
city on a hill.
You cannot be hidden.
Now shine for all.
The city on a hill.
Moses glowed, Stephen shone.
And the light in you is the same light from above. The
city on a hill.
Shine, because the valley is dark and the valley needs your love. The city on a hill.
The city on a hill.
Oh, oh.
The city on a
The city on a hill. I will shine. Before the mountains were born, before the oceans filled their beds, before the first atom vibrated in the void, there was God, ancient, eternal, unbeginning, undying, and completely overjoyed. He didn't start at some point in time, because time itself started inside his mind. He existed before existence existed. The the most ancient thing of any kind. Daniel saw him in a vision. His clothing was white as snow, his hair like pure wool on the throne. His throne was flaming with fire, and its wheels were all ablaze, and he was not alone. A river of fire was flowing, coming out from before him, and thousands upon thousands attended his court. And the Ancient of Days took his seat, and the books were opened for the final report. For as I looked, thrones were set in place, and the Ancient of Days took his seat tonight. His clothing was as white as snow, the hair of his head was white like wool, and his throne blazed with light. The Ancient of Days, the God who existed before time had a name or a clock or a star. The Ancient of Days, eternal, unbeginning, sitting on the throne of every heart. Before the mountain, before the atom, before the first thought was ever conceived, the Ancient of Days has always been and has always believed. The Ancient of Days, his throne is fire, his hair is wool, his robe is white as snow. The Ancient of Days, the oldest and the most powerful being any world will ever know. Moses said, Lord, you have been our dwelling place throughout all generations. Before the mountains were born, before you brought forth the whole world from everlasting to everlasting, you are God without scorn. Jesus said, before Abraham was born, I am, connecting himself to the Ancient One who has no end. And the God who had no beginning is the same God who calls you friend. Your problems feel ancient, but they are younger than God. Your pain has a birthday, but God does not. And the Ancient of Days is older than every struggle you've got. Oh, the Ancient of Days, the God who existed before time had a name or a clock or a start. Oh, the Ancient of Days, eternal, unbeginning, sitting on the throne of every heart. Before the mountains, before the stars, before the oceans, before the scars, the Ancient of Days already was, already is, and always does. Ancient, ancient. The Ancient of Days. The Ancient of Days, the God who sat on a flaming throne before the first atom existed, is the same God holding me tonight. The Ancient of Days, and the one who is older than time itself is the one who says everything will be alright. Out of every moment I thought my problem was too old and too deeply rooted for even God to pull out. Out of every generational curse I assumed had been there forever and would always have its clout. Out of every lie that said this is how it's always been and this is how it will always stay, the Ancient of Days said I was here before your problem existed, and I will be here after it fades away. The Ancient of Days, Daniel saw him, Moses knew him, and Jesus declared him from before Abraham's time. The Ancient of Days, the oldest God, the eternal throne, the most ancient, sublime. The Ancient of Days, the Ancient of Days. Isaac up the mountain with wood and fire and a knife in his hand. Isaac looked at his father and asked, "Where is the lamb for the burnt offering on this land?" And Abraham spoke the most prophetic sentence a father has ever said under stress. He said, "God himself will provide the lamb, my son, Jehovah Jireh. God will furnish the rest." They built the altar, laid the wood, and Abraham raised the knife above his only son. But the angel of the Lord stopped his hand and said, "Do not lay a finger on the one." Abraham looked up, and there in the thicket was a ram caught by its horns, ready to die. And Jehovah Jireh, the Lord will provide, became the name of the mountain reaching to the sky. For Abraham called that place, "The Lord will provide." And to this day it is said, on the mountain of the Lord it will be provided tonight. Oh, and Jehovah Jireh is not just a name, it is the nature of a God who provides before you see the light. Jehovah Jireh, the Lord will provide before I even see the ram in the thicket. Jehovah Jireh, the provision is already on the mountain, and I just haven't found it yet. Abraham raised the knife, but God raised the ram, and the substitute was already there. Jehovah Jireh, the God who provides before I'm even aware. Jehovah Jireh, not the God who provides after the crisis, but before the need arrives. Jehovah Jireh, the provider who provides, and the provision survives. God provided manna before Israel complained about hunger in the desert sand. He provided water from the rock before the thirst became too much for any man to stand. He provided a fish with a coin in its mouth before Peter needed to pay the temple tax. And Jehovah Jireh has never once been late, and he has never once relaxed. Your provision is already in the thicket, you just haven't looked up from the crisis yet tonight. And the ram that God prepared for your sacrifice is already caught and already inside. Jehovah Jireh, the Lord will provide before I even see the ram in the thicket. Jehovah Jireh, the provision is already on the mountain, and I just haven't found it yet. The Lord will provide before I ask. The Lord will provide before the task. The ram is in the thicket, the coin is in the fish. Jehovah Jireh grants every wish. Jireh, 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 the Lord provides. Jireh, hey, Jehovah Jireh, I am looking up from the crisis, and I see the ram in the thicket that God prepared before I climb the mountain. Jehovah Jireh, and the provision that was there before my need existed is flowing like a fountain. Out of every mountain I climbed, thinking I had to provide the sacrifice myself with nothing in my hand. Out of every crisis where the knife was raised and I couldn't see the provision in the land. Out of every moment the need was screaming and the supply was invisible to my natural eye. God said, "Look up, the ram is in the thicket." Jehovah Jireh, I provide before you cry. Jehovah Jireh, Abraham named the mountain, and the mountain still provides for every generation. Jehovah Jireh, the Lord will provide, and his provision needs no explanation. Jehovah Jireh, in heaven that cannot be hacked, cannot be erased, cannot be edited by any human hand. The Lamb's book of life, and your name is written in it with ink that no court can countermand. Not pencil, not erasable ink, not a sticky note that falls off with time. Your name was written in permanent divine ink before you committed your first crime. The world writes your name on lists that expire, employee roster, school registries, social media profiles that delete. But God wrote your name in a book that outlasts the universe and the fire and the heat. Your name is not just written, it is known, recognized, celebrated in the archives of the King. And the God who wrote it there will never cross it out or erase a single thing. For nothing impure will ever enter the city, nor will anyone who does what is shameful or deceitful tonight, but only those whose names are written in the Lamb's book of life, in the life.
Your name is written
in the Lamb's book of life, in permanent ink that no
enemy can erase.
Your name is written,
Your name is written,
and the God who wrote it there knows your face. Not a temporary list, not a database that crashes, not a registry that expires with the year.
your name is written
In the most permanent book, in the most permanent sphere, your name is written, and the ink is the blood of the Lamb that was slain.
Your name is written
And it will forever remain. Jesus told his disciples, don't rejoice that the spirits submit to you tonight, but rejoice that your names are written in heaven.
That is the greatest right.
Moses said to God, if you won't forgive their sin, then blot me out of the book you have written. And the love that Moses had for his people was willing to lose his own inscription. Your name in heaven's book is worth more than every achievement, every title, and every award on earth, because the book outlasts the planet, and your name in it confirms your worth. Your name is written
Your name is written
in the Lamb's book of life, in permanent ink that no enemy can erase. Your name is written,
Your name is written
and the God who wrote it there knows your face. forever engraved.
Your name is written.
Your name is written.
I am in the book. I am in the book.
Jesus took Peter, James, and John up a high mountain, and there he was transfigured before them. His face shone like the sun, and his clothes became as white as the light. The glory that was always inside him became visible for one moment on the mountaintop. Share this with someone who needs peaceful music today. Hit like so more people can find it. His face shone like the sun, and his clothes became as white as the light. Matthew 17, verse 2. For 3 years the disciples saw Jesus in ordinary clothes, with dust on his sandals and sweat on his face. He looked like a carpenter, looked like a teacher, looked like a man from an ordinary place. But on that mountain something changed. The ordinary skin couldn't contain the glory anymore. And the face that looked human began to shine like the sun from its core. His clothes became white, not bleached white, not fabric white, but light white, radiation white. And the 3 disciples fell on their faces because the glory was too bright. The Transfiguration was not God adding something new to Jesus on that hill. The Transfiguration was the glory that was always inside, finally breaking through the seal. For there he was transfigured before them, and his face shone like the sun, and his clothes became as white as the light. And the glory that was hidden in ordinary flesh became visible on the mountain high. The Transfiguration, the glory that was always inside, finally broke through the ordinary skin.
The Transfiguration,
and the light that shone was not added, it was released from within. Jesus didn't receive glory on the mountain. He revealed what was already there all along.
the Transfiguration,
The ordinary became the extraordinary song. Oh, the Transfiguration. There is glory inside you that hasn't broken through yet.
the Transfiguration,
And the mountain moment is coming. Don't forget. Moses spent 40 days with God, and when he came down the mountain, his face was glowing without his knowledge or consent. And the glory that rubbed off from God's presence was something that no human treatment could invent. Stephen stood before the council about to be stoned, and his face shone like an angel in the night. And the glory that was inside him turned his final moment into the greatest light. You carry glory inside you right now. It's hidden under the ordinary clothes of your daily routine. And the Transfiguration moment, when the glory breaks through, will be the most beautiful scene. The Transfiguration, the glory that was always inside, finally broke
breakthrough. Glory is inside, waiting inside you. Not added from outside, but released from within. The transfiguration is about to begin. Glory, glory, the transfiguration. The transfiguration. There is a glory inside of me that has been hidden under ordinary flesh, and it's about to break through the surface. Transfiguration. And the light that shines when the glory is released will prove that the ordinary had a purpose. Out of every day I looked in the mirror and saw nothing but ordinary features and ordinary skin. Out of every moment I felt invisible and unremarkable, with nothing shining from within. Out of every season where the glory was present, dormant like a sun behind the thickest cloud, God said the transfiguration is coming. The glory will break through, and it will be loud. The transfiguration. Jesus glowed, Moses glowed, Stephen glowed, and the glory inside you is the same. The transfiguration. And the mountain moment is coming that will set your ordinary aflame. The transfiguration. Transfiguration. The transfiguration. The glory breaks through.
Break promises like they break bread, daily, casually, and without a second thought. The I'll be there became I forgot, and the I promise became a lesson taught. The ring that said forever lasted 4 years, and the contract that said guaranteed had an escape clause built inside. And the history of human promises is the history of disappointment amplified. But there is a promise keeper who has never broken a single word that left his mouth. Not one promise has fallen to the ground from the north to the south. God said it and it happened. God promised it and it came to pass. God spoke it and it stood, and the track record of the promise keeper is perfect, and it's good. For not one of all the Lord's good promises to Israel failed, and everyone was fulfilled tonight. And the God who kept every promise to Israel keeps every promise to you in the light. The promise keeper. Not one word has ever fallen to the ground from his mouth. The promise keeper. Every promise fulfilled from the north to the south. Humans break bread and promises on the same table without shame or guilt. The promise keeper. But God's track record is a house that has never been unbuilt. The promise keeper. What he said he did, what he promised he delivered, what he spoke he performed. The promise keeper. And his faithfulness has never been outstormed. God promised Abraham a son, and 25 years later Isaac was born in Sarah's arms. He promised Joseph a throne, and 13 years later Pharaoh put the ring on his palms. He promised the Israelites a land flowing with milk and honey, and 40 years later Joshua's feet touched the soil. And the promise keeper's timeline is longer than ours, but his promises never spoil. Your promise from God might have a 20-year delivery window that your patience can barely hold, but the promise keeper has never failed, and his track record is solid.
said it, and it happened.
The promise keeper is good.
25 years for Abraham, 13 years for Joseph's ring.
The promise keeper
Delivers everything.
keeper, keeper.
The promise keeper. The promise keeper.
The promise keeper.
I am standing on the track record of a God who has never once broken his word in all of human history.
The promise keeper.
And the promise he made to me is backed by the same faithfulness that delivered Israel from misery. Out of every broken human promise that trained me to expect disappointment at every turn. Out of every I'll be there that became I forgot, and every forever that crashed and burned. Out of every trust issue I developed because people broke their word. So many times I stopped believing. God said I am not a man that I should lie. I am the
Promise keeper.
and my word is never leaving.
Promise keeper.
Abraham waited 25, Joseph waited 13, Israel waited 40, and every promise came true.
The promise keeper.
And the promise he made to you is on its way to you. The promise keeper. The promise keeper.
His word.
Never fails. Before the alarm, before the coffee, before the notifications start flooding the screen, there is an hour so quiet that the only sound is the breath of the God who is unseen. The morning watch is the hour between darkness and dawn, when the world is still asleep. And the ones who wake up early to meet God in the silence find the treasure that runs deep. Jesus rose a great while before day and went to a solitary place to pray alone with his Father. And the morning watch was the engine that powered every miracle, every healing, every word that would gather. David said, in the morning, you hear my voice in the morning. I lay my request before you and wait. And the morning watch is where God downloads the blueprint for the day before it's too late. For very early in the morning, while it was still dark, Jesus got up, left the house, and went off to a solitary place where he prayed tonight. And the morning watch is the most powerful hour, because the world hasn't started competing for your light.
The morning watch.
The quietest hour of the day is where God speaks the loudest word.
The morning watch.
Before the world wakes up, the most important voice is heard. Not at noon, not at bedtime, not in the rush of the afternoon commute and the grind.
The morning watch.
The early hour is where I leave the world behind.
The morning watch.
Jesus woke up early, David prayed at dawn, and the secret is the same.
The morning watch.
The first hour belongs to God, and everything changes when he came. The manna in the wilderness fell every morning before sunrise, and those who woke up late found nothing on the ground, because God's provision had a morning deadline, and the early seekers 'cause we're the ones who found. My soul waits for the Lord, more than watchmen wait for the morning. The psalmist wrote from a place of desperate need, and the morning watch is where desperate becomes devotion, and devotion becomes the seed. Your phone can wait, your email can wait, your Instagram can wait for one more hour to begin, but the morning watch with God cannot wait, because the download happens before the world gets in. The morning watch, the quietest hour of the day, is where God speaks the loudest word. The morning watch, before the world wakes up, the most important voice is heard. Before the alarm, before the rush, the morning watch is where God says hush. First hour for God, before the world takes. The morning watch is where faith awakes. Morning, morning, the morning watch. Oh, morning watch. I am setting my alarm 1 hour earlier, because the most important meeting of my day happens before sunrise. Oh, the morning watch. And the God who meets me in the silence of the early hour is the God who opens my eyes out of every morning. I gave the first hour to my phone instead of to the God who gave me the day. Out of every sunrise, I slept while the manna was melting and the provision was fading away. Out of every morning, I rushed into the world without downloading the blueprint for the day ahead. God said, wake up earlier, meet me in the morning watch, and everything will be fair. The morning watch, Jesus did it, David did it, and the manna fell before sunrise. For 40 years, the morning watch, the first hour is God's, and the rest of the day is free of fears. The morning watch, the morning watch, the first hour is His.
Oh, they twisted the thorns into a circle and pressed it into his scalp until the blood ran down his face. Not a crown of gold, not a crown of jewels, but a crown of pain designed to disgrace. The soldiers laughed and bowed in mockery, saying, Hail, King of the Jews, and they struck him on the head. And the thorns sank deeper into the skull of the only innocent man who ever bled. But what the soldiers meant as mockery, God meant as prophecy, because the thorns were real and so was the crown. And the man they crowned in shame was the king who was turning the entire kingdom upside down. The crown of thorns was not a joke, it was a coronation, the bloodiest, most painful crowning in all of history. And the king who wore the thorns wore them, so you could wear the crown of glory and of mystery. For the soldiers twisted together a crown of thorns and set it on his head, and they put a staff in his right hand tonight. Then they knelt in front of him and mocked him, saying, Hail, King of the Jews, in the fading light. Crown of thorns, he wore the pain so I could wear the glory on my head. Crown of thorns, the blood that ran from the thorns is the
crowning, and the king who bled is the king who reigns. Crown of thorns, and every thorn he wore removed every one of my pains. Crown of thorns, the most painful crown became the most powerful symbol of love. Crown of thorns, pressed into his head, so glory could be pressed onto mine from above. The first Adam was cursed, and the ground produced thorns and thistles as a sign of the fall. But the last Adam wore the thorns on his head, absorbing the curse once and for all. The thorns that the earth produced because of sin were placed on the head of the one who could reverse the curse. And the blood that mixed with thorns on Calvary was the payment that filled the universe. Your thorns, your pain, your shame, your guilt, your curse were pressed into his scalp that Friday afternoon. And the crown he wore in your place is the reason you will wear a crown of glory soon. Crown of thorns, he wore the pain so I could wear the glory on my head. Oh, crown of thorns, the blood that ran from the thorns is the blood that raised the dead. He wore the thorns, so I wear the gold. He bore the pain, so my story is told. Every thorn removed from my head to his crown of thorns became crown of bliss. Thorns to glory, crown of thorns to crown of life. Crown of thorns, the thorns that were pressed into his head are the reason no thorn will ever touch mine again. Crown of thorns, and the blood that the thorns drew on Calvary is the blood that washed away every stain. Out of every thorn that life pressed into my scalp, shame, guilt, failure, regret and pain. Out of every crown of suffering I wore, thinking I deserved the thorns and deserved the rain. Out of every moment I wore the crown of disgrace that the enemy placed on my head and said, this is who you are. Jesus said I already wore that crown. Take it off, the thorns are mine, and put on the crown of the morning star. Whoa! Crown of thorns, Adam's curse produced thorns, but Calvary's crown absorbed them, and the curse is broken now. He wore the worst so I could wear the best, and I will never forget how. Crown of thorns, crown of thorns, he wore it so I don't have to. My child, the seed has been sown in good soil tonight. Let it grow. New wine is being poured into you. Stretch, expand, receive. In the eye of the storm, I placed a pocket of peace just for you. When I say yes, every no becomes a memory. You're a city on a hill, don't hide the light. I am the Ancient of Days, I was here before your problem existed. Jehovah Jireh, the ram is already in the thicket. Your name is written in my book in permanent blood. The glory inside you is about to break through like the Transfiguration. I am the promise keeper, not one word has failed. Meet me in the morning, watch the first hour is mine. And the crown of thorns I wore, so you never have to take off the thorn. Put on the glory, you are crowned, you are written, you are provided for. Rest now, the Ancient of Days is holding everything. I love you before time began. I loved you, and after time ends, I will still love you. Rest.